Alright, YouTube, Twitch, chat, so forth. Spent some time in PTR, doing a few dungeons and trying to figure out what prot warriors are gonna be in 10.2. And I believe this is gonna be the standard build. And you're just gonna swap between spellblock or whenever you need it. I made a beautiful paint document. Sorry, not that. This. I made this to try and explain things about how the tier set works. So whenever you spend rage, I can't remember the proc rate now, but it is rather often. Like, I think it was a proc in average every 3.5 seconds or something. Whatever. Whenever you spend rage, you have a chance to get a buff which is called Fervid, which allows your shield slam to consumes any bleeds that you have put onto your target, which is Rend, Deep Wounds, or Thunderous Roar. Rend and Deep Wounds for 40% of its remaining duration. Sorry, for 40% of its remaining duration's value, I believe. 40% of the remaining damage of the Deep Wounds, yeah. Right. And Thunderous Roar for 100%. Consuming any amount of bleeds equals 10% damage reduction buff for 2 seconds. No, for 5 seconds. And then each initial additional bleed you consume, you get another 2% DR. Get for every time you consume one bleed, no matter how many bleeds you consume either, you get a 3-second TDR on Thunderous Roar. And it also resets the CD of Thunderclap, and Thunderclap applies your Rend, which is another bleed. So, well, the only talent I see us changing between is probably Spellblock and Show of Force, but potentially based off of the dungeons, it could also be Shockwave and Endurance Training into Cruel Strikes and Uproar. That could be a potential, but I doubt it. Might need the stamina, but more likely will need the shockwave. Doesn't matter. I believe this is gonna be the general rotation. You're gonna, let's say, charge in, not there, but then you avatar Thunderclap, you Thunderous Roar, you Revenge, you apply Deep Wounds, then you Demo Shout, and then you Shield Sam. You obviously keep on doing other things in between it to get the Fervid Strikes proc, but ideally you Demo Shout before you get the Fervid Strikes proc. Demo Shout is not that fucking important in general. You might want to Demo Shout even before Thunderous Roar, but I think you'll get rather far with this. It depends on how big the pull is, you know. But this is probably it. If not, it's gonna be Thunderclap into Demo Shout into in Thunderclap, Revenge, Demo Shout, Thunderous Roar, Shield Sam. But it's gonna be a bit RNG, and I think this is the general way of just getting it done pretty decently. Or actually, this is good enough, I would say. So where was I? You go in, Thunderclap, Thunderous Roar, Revenge to apply Deep Wounds, to Demo Shout, and then you Shield Sam. Then you're gonna Thunderclap again and Shield Sam and Thunderclap. Basically all you care about until you would either have to fill in with a Revenge, or filler could also be a Demo Shout, but Revenge is more likely to proc your resets, right, on Shield Sam, or yeah, on Shield Sam. Which then also can proc a reset on Thunderclap. You want to at least Revenge once every 15 seconds to keep your Deep Wounds applied. As long as it's not just one target, then you will apply it with Devastator in your talents. But this is probably not that realistic in the end. You're probably gonna go down to, let's say you're pulling 3 different packs into one, you're probably gonna charge into one pack and Thunderclap it and Shield Sam one target. Then you're gonna go into the next pack, Thunderclap there, and maybe even Revenge. But you don't have to bother about revenging until you've got all 3 packs stacked, or everything stacked as you can. As you're gonna pull, that is. And then just go over to this rotation as well. It's feels rather simple. Doesn't feel like it's a very big deal. So I guess we can take a quick look at damage breakdowns, which is gonna be about something like this. Meaning Shield Sam, Thunderclap, Fervid Bite. Fervid Bite is the tier set proc. Rend and Thunderous Roar. Deep Wounds, Ravager, Revenge, Melee, Devastator. There's gonna be questionable which different trinkets to use. There's no clue yet, but probably Prophetic Stone Scales, possibly Nightmare Eggshell, but I'm not too sure, because we're also gonna be playing heavy repercussions, meaning we don't have to worry about haste too much on our shield block uptime. Our shield block uptime should be more than fine anyways. Reasoning why you're going for Show of Force between spell block instead of like removing one Bloodborne is because it's going to be more damage. I think one stack of Bloodborne was equivalent to about 3% overall or so. Show of Force should be around 1.8. Do you wanna know the difference between going this or Shockwave or this? Sorry, it's probably, well, you're getting probably about a 5% damage increase, considering Cruel Strikes increases your critical strike chance by 1% as well, so it should be around 5%. Another defensive option doesn't really exist. Show of Force, you could go Enduring Alacrity if you feel like you want to stay alive. It could really be more worth it than the additional 1.8% damage. You're still getting 1% haste and 5% stamina and armor, so you're gonna be pretty fucking tanky. At this time being, I don't really know which dungeons that are gonna need spellblock or not. Probably most of them. There's quite a lot of poisons, which could be worth it. I'm not too sure if Black or Cold is gonna be that necessary for spell block. It's mostly the spiders, I think, going up the stairs. Dark Heart Ticket can be, but it's very questionable. This is also about your playstyle, right? And about routes, if you're gonna need it or not. Throne of the Tides is probably gonna be a necessity for spellblock, or spellblock is probably gonna be a necessity for that dungeon. Doesn't matter, we can't really say this, but it's actually gonna result in. All in all, Prot Warrior does look pretty darn good for 10.2. I doubt it's gonna be meta, but could be. I could be proven wrong. Shield charge talents? What are you gonna do with shield charge talents? I don't know why I would do that. Couldn't need the uptime for shield block. Could be worth it for revenge, but I don't think so. Pretty sure this is gonna be the talents. Fueled by Violence is also probably getting a slight nerf, at least on single target, considering that the Fueled by Violence is not considered, Fervid Bites proc when you consume a bleed is not considered as a Fueled by Violence bleed, therefore it doesn't heal you, meaning that more likely that we're going to be playing Brutal Vitality. Might still be a case of going for Instigate on Tyrannical Weeks in boss dungeons. Don't know what else. I think that basically sums it up of what knowledge I have for now. Not much. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.